A few years ago, I raised butterflies in my home. The pandemic, as you know, had shut down the world and teachers were teaching from home. This project was not new. I've done this many times before in the classroom, but this was the first time I ever felt connected and interested in this process. I saw them change and develop through each stage of their life cycle, stretching themselves and releasing or shedding everything that no longer belonged or that could not help them in the next stage. How would it look if they were to continue to carry that old skin, that old stuff with them? Carrying it around with them would no longer make sense for that next stage. How many of us are guilty of carrying the old parts of ourselves into the new chapters of our lives? But I digress. Each day they got bigger and bigger until finally they were ready to rest at the top of the lid of the jar they came in. They would hang there for what felt like forever. They turned into cocoons, hidden away from prying eyes, silent and still. I knew what was coming, but I realized there were a lot of changes that were taking place, even though to the naked eye you couldn't see any of it happening. And if I didn't know or wasn't aware, I might have thought that that was it, or worse, that they were dead. This got me to thinking that I've been in plenty of seasons when I felt like no one saw me or heard me, feeling like God forgot about me or maybe even abandoned me, in isolation, in loneliness, no one to talk to. Have you ever felt like that? Anyway, I imagined all the pressure and pain that poor little caterpillar might have been going through, how uncomfortable it must have felt. But isn't that how we feel when we allow ourselves to grow and change? Uncomfortable. Then, without any sign of what they had been through, other than a little damp and maybe a little slow at first, they began to emerge. And just like that, God wakes you up or shakes up your situation. He has developed in you what you will need and or stripped off of you what you will not need. And you both made it to the next stage, beautiful and fully equipped for your new life. And no one would be able to deny God's glory because you changed. You don't look like you used to. You don't feel like you used to. You don't walk like you used to. Your testimony is written all over you. God made a way when everything looked bleak, quiet, and even looked dead. But with just a whisper from God, you moved, and everything changed. So keep believing that your situation is not over. It's not dead. You're not being hidden. You're being transformed in the dark. Just wait for God to tell you to move. Then break out and share your story with the world. I hope this resonated with you. I didn't realize what God was trying to say to me as I was raising those butterflies, perhaps preparing me for the few years ahead, uncomfortable, in the dark, and out of sight. Perhaps this is just your cocoon season too, but let's not worry, because God is doing something in this stillness, this quiet, hidden place. While we're waiting, let's continue to grow and change like my little butterflies. Go ahead and comment below if this is your cocoon season. Until the next one, take care.